Well, CES 2021 just ended, showing off the latest and greatest array of computer hardware to amaze and delight for upcoming future hardware that you can just drool over and say, here, take my money. What about the rest of us in the real world who just need stuff that works at an affordable price that's available to buy now? Well, I'm going to tell you in this video about the mouse I have been using for years and years and why I recommend it to all of my customers. First, an origin story. When I first got started with computers back in the early 1980s, we didn't have any use for a mouse. Now, I say that for the types of computers that I was using at the time. And of course, there were always computers that had some kind of pointing device if they had any sort of graphical user interface. But that really wasn't introduced until Windows 3.1 took root and people started to understand the concept of taking an arrow or a pointer, cursor, if you will, and pointing it at a pretty picture and clicking it. Before that, you actually had to know DOS commands and manually type things in on typically a cathode ray tube or a CRT monitor that was green or amber, and that was it. There was no color apart from that single color. And resolution was measured in rows and columns of the number of characters that would fit on the screen. So there wasn't any need for a mouse. And so when Windows 3.0, 3.1, when that finally took hold and really started to appeal to people, then the need for a mouse became an actual real need. And in the early days, the mice had a small ball, sort of a reverse trackball, and it could get hair and other items wound around it or blocking the ability for it to roll properly. And of course, it had a cord to plug in, and the cord could get tangled up if the cord was too short or the cord was too long, and you could get it trapped on your foot and things like that under the desk. It's a real hassle a lot of times. Eventually, we got to cordless mice. And with the cordless mice, the problem was they would eat batteries like crazy, and it would result in technical support calls where the battery was kind of working, but not quite all the time. And then through the process of learning as a technician, after spending way too much time on the phone trying to diagnose what was essentially a low battery, I started to really despise cordless mice. And even had incidents where one person in an office would move their cordless mouse and it would move the mice on 3 or 4 other computers in the office. So it really was a technical support nightmare for a while. And long story short, mice have come a long way. And while there are specialty mice that are weighted with high DPI and things for those extremely difficult to please people that are willing to open up their wallet and spend, in my opinion, way too much money for a toy that they think improves their skill, we're going to leave those reviews for those people. And for the rest of us who simply want a good, reliable, useful mouse at an affordable price that's available today, let me introduce you to the Logitech Marathon M705 mouse. Now, this mouse has been around a number of years. I am not being paid or sponsored in any way, shape, or form to tell you about this. This is honestly the mouse that I choose to use and I recommend to my customers, and every one of my customers loves this mouse. And I'm going to explain what makes it so great. First of all, plug and play. You don't have to install Logitech software. You can if you want to customize it. Most of my customers don't. Batteries are included, and not cheap batteries, but good Duracell high quality batteries. The dongle is in the mouse as well. And you'll see Logitech has these dongles now that have this little orange marking on them there. And that signifies that if you have other wireless Logitech devices that are compatible that display that sign, then that dongle can be shared among those devices. You can pair them. And it'll remember the pairing even if you unplug the dongle and plug it into a completely different computer. So again, while you do need the software to program the dongle, once that dongle is programmed, it's good to go no matter how you move it around. So the simplicity of it is genius. If you just want the mouse being wireless, there's no other Logitech devices. You just want to keep life simple. For around $40, these sell brand new. You can pick them up refurbished as cheap as $20, $25 when they're available. But for brand new, for 40 bucks on Amazon here in the US, this mouse has been around for many years. And what makes it so great is not only is its ergonomic design, obviously it's for the majority of people that are right-handed. I don't know if there's a left-handed version. There may be, but I'll have to look into that. The mouse is not too big, not too small. You've got nothing special about it, nothing extraordinary. Your batteries go underneath this cover, which is very easy to remove. There's a little socket or slot here to hold the dongle if you were to perhaps put this in a laptop bag to take it with you on the go. And those batteries will last 2 to 3 years before they need to be changed, avoiding those technical support calls where batteries are wearing down constantly, or rechargeable mice that constantly have to sit on a recharger every other day to get charged back up. The idea that you can set this and be done with it and get on with your life makes it the great productivity tool for people who actually use their computer for things other than playing games. And of course you can play games with it, but it may not meet the finickiness of some gamers' demands. Now that being said, one of my favorite buttons on this mouse is right here on the side, and it's a back button. So if I'm on a website and I want to go to the previous website, instead of moving the mouse up and hitting the back button, I just use my thumb and tap right there, and it's essentially the same exact thing. Then there's the rolling wheel, the scroll wheel. Now, the scroll wheel is also a button, and you can tilt it left and right to move things left and right. I don't really need to move things left and right on a desktop computer. So for the most part, I never use the left and right functionality, although with Logitech's software, if you download and install it, you can program that to do what you want it to do. But what I really like about this mouse is there's this button right here. And if I push this button, instead of freewheeling spinning, the mouse is now clicking. And I don't know if you can hear it if I put it next to my microphone, but it moves and stops, moves, stops, moves, stops. And if I press the button, I can freewheel, which is my preference when I'm on a long page and I want to scroll to the bottom. Of course, I can move the mouse to the right, use that elevator bar and grab it and pull it down, or I can just spin the wheel. You can hear it still spinning, and it just takes me right to the bottom of the page, and I can just put my finger on it. Of course, the page stops when it hits the bottom of the page anyway, and the wheel keeps spinning. I just put my finger on it to stop it, or I just wait a second and then get back to doing what I was doing. So it's ultra efficient, and that's pretty much all there is to it. It's obviously we're not using ball mice anymore, so the reliability of different surfaces and things is what's to be expected in today's day and age. And of course, any surface other than glass where it's going to shine through it, you don't require, this does not require a mouse pad to function, although having one certainly doesn't hurt. I have gone through about 3 of these mice over the last 5 or 6 or 7 years, maybe longer than that. It's hard to tell. I don't replace them very often, but the reason I replace them is I often drop them off the desk. I knock it off the desk, it hits the floor, and it's fine. It never has physically broken, but what ends up happening is the mouse starts to not be as responsive, and I think it's just gotten dropped on its head too many times. And so usually before the batteries go bad, I have to replace the mouse because I'm pretty hard on the mice. In fact, I've got some old ones I replaced where my thumb has worn a hole right into the side of it. So I use the heck out of it, and it's very, very rare that I've ever had to change the batteries. Like I said, in most cases, I have to replace the mouse for other reasons that are not defects in manufacturing. It's just me just being just wearing, not treating it well, I guess is what I want to say. I'm not wearing it out. I'm abusing the heck out of it. and being kind of careless with it. And I'm careless with it because it's an inexpensive mouse. So you go and you can buy a $200-300 mouse that's high sensitivity and weights and all this other stuff, and a zillion different buttons, of completely programmable, requires software, all this other nonsense. And hey, if that's your thing, you want to add RGB to it, have at it. But for the rest of us, for people that are actually using our computers, and we have other things in our minds besides flash and style over a mouse, and we want something that's comfortable, reliable. We buy it once and we're good for many years. We don't have to deal with battery issues, support issues, configuration issues. This out of the box, good to go. Like I said, it's around $40 brand new. Refurbished, you can find them for about $24.99, $25, I want to say. And my preference, is to buy new because it's only $40 and you only have to really buy it once. And it should last you many, many years, unless you abuse the heck out of it like I do. In which case, you get at least 2 years out of it if you're dropping it on the floor constantly on a hard tile floor. So I'm actually surprised at how robust this mouse is, given that the number of times I have dropped it or knocked it to the floor, it has always worked afterwards. It's never been physically damaged whatsoever as far as any cracks or buttons not working. That it's never happened. As I mentioned, I must be knocking something loose at some point where it loses the sensitivity or the feel. But that's been my experience with it. This is what I recommend. This is what I use personally. In 2021, I've been using it for many, many years. And it'll be a sad day for me if Logitech decides to stop making this. So this is the Logitech M705. As I mentioned, this is not a paid promotional video. Logitech doesn't know who I am. They don't know I'm making it. The only way I make money on the video, honestly, is if you, well, there's obviously a few pennies YouTube pays me, but it's nothing. If you click on the link in the video description below the video, I'm going to have an Amazon link to this mouse. This is for everybody in the United States. I don't have Amazon links anywhere else, and I don't know the product's availability in other countries or price. But here in the US, you can order off Amazon. My link in the video notes will take you right to the page where you can buy it. And by using my link to make your purchase, I make a small commission on the sale. Your price is not any different. If you manually search for this product yourself on Amazon, you're going to pay the same price. So if you want to support the channel and you're interested in getting a good quality mouse that is going to meet the needs of regular, ordinary computer users, I've not found anything better than this, and certainly not in this price range. Where there may be other mice that are preferential to some finicky people, I have found that in this price range, at the $40 price range, there is no better mouse than this Logitech M705, in my professional opinion. So I hope this helps you. I hope you take it under consideration, read the reviews. If you're at a electronics retailer like Best Buy, they may have one out where you can feel the comfort. You might have larger hands than me and it may not fit well in your hand. I don't know. But I can tell you again, for all of the customers that I have recommended this, once they've bought one, then everybody else in the office wanted one. And again, it saves me support calls from disconnected mice when the USB cable falls out, tangled cables, dead batteries, chargers, all the stuff that comes along with it. This just makes life so much easier. It's very affordable. And unlike a lot of products showcased at every consumer electronics show, it actually exists and it's proven itself in time. So that's what I use for a mouse. This is what I recommend, and I hope that helps you. Thanks you guys so much for watching. I will see you all again very, very soon. Until then, bye for now. Hello, computer. Hello?